YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a Q&A. I know I already did a Q&A, but that was, I think, almost 2 years ago, or like a year ago. And honey, I'm a changed woman. So we're gonna be doing a Q&A. I do have some questions here. So let's get started. All right. So my first question that I have here is do people pronounce your name wrong a lot? Honestly, not really, because my name, you can pronounce it two different ways. So in Spanish and in English. So you can pronounce my name as Camila or Camila. A lot of people call me Camila, like in my Spanish way, because it's honestly, I rather it because it's honestly more, I don't know, like more Camila, like, I don't know, I feel like it's more me. I feel like Camila's just so dull. I feel like, I don't know, but yeah. So, what's something people always assume about you? So something people always assume about me is that I am either like white. A lot of people just tell me like, oh, are you like white? Like, are you Caucasian? No, I'm Latina. Or just like, oh, a lot of people just ask me, I don't really know, honestly. That it's mostly just about my race, but yeah. 3. Are you more introverted or extroverted? So this is I'm both. I don't really know what it's called when you're both, but me personally, I am very extroverted with people I'm very comfortable with and like people I trust. I'm really introverted when I don't trust you. So like in a way where it's like, oh, for example, like when I'm at home or when I'm outside, I'm very introverted. I don't talk to nobody. But once I'm with my friends, I'm like, hey. What's your biggest fear? My biggest fear, well, I'm gonna be answering this as a woman of God, not as a teenager. But my biggest fear would honestly be not being in heaven, like ending up in hell. Why? Because honestly, it's like a place where nobody wants to go. Yeah, it's just like not living up to my worth where it takes me to the wrong place, if that makes sense. What's your biggest flex? Me personally, my biggest flex is I'm a mezzo soprano when I sing, so I can go really high and I can go really low. So like, yeah. But honestly, my another really cool flex I have is I don't really know how to do it, but like I can do a certain like what's it called, gymnastic, like stretch or something that's not a lot of people can do, so I don't know, but yeah. But it's mostly me singing. What's one thing you're insecure about but working on? One thing I'm so insecure about but working on is my body. Yeah. It's always been a struggle, especially for a teenager, especially for somebody that has always struggled with like insecurities, has always struggled with feeling down about themselves. I feel like working on that has always helped me in a way. So, some advice for the girls that watch my YouTube channels, that's like, if you feel insecure about your body, if you feel like you are insecure about how you look, it's okay. Because you're beautiful no matter what. You don't have to look like anybody else. You don't have to look like nobody from TikTok. You don't have to look like nobody from Instagram just to be beautiful. You have to look like yourself. Because it doesn't really matter if you're beautiful in other people's eyes. It matters if you're beautiful in God's eyes and your eyes, honestly. So if you're insecure about something, work on it so you can feel beautiful, and so you work on your mental state, because you can't work on your physical state if you can't work in your mental state. So work on your physical state and your mental state so you can see yourself the way God sees you. And you should always see yourself the way God sees you, because God loves you. So, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube, honestly, it was kind of like boredom, but I started YouTube because I wanted to share my, like, my life out there. Like, I wanted to be not very famous. I don't really want to be famous, but I just want to be like, like someone who impacts people's life. So yeah. How long have you been doing YouTube? Well, I am a bit of a starter. I am starting YouTube, but I kind of started around like 1-2 years ago, I think. Do you get nervous filming in public? This, honestly, yes. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Yes, I do get nervous while filming in public, because it's like, like I'm over here filming, like, okay, and people are walking by, like, oh, okay. But yeah, I do. Which video took the longest to edit? Oh my gosh, the video that took the longest to edit, I would say it was my first video, because I didn't know how to edit at first. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, I don't know. I was looking at videos on how to edit videos. Like, honestly, I was lost in the sauce, but I think I evolved. So it now takes, like a little bit less time to edit, because I know what to do. Like, I'm just like, oh, Okay. How do you deal with hate? Honestly, I am someone that gets irritated very easily. I'm not gonna lie with you. I am someone who gets irritated very easily, but I also know when to stop, in a way. So, for example, when I'm at school and when I'm getting very irritated, when I'm getting so mad where I just can't anymore, I know where it's a moment where it's like, okay, do I talk back at them, or do I separate myself from them? Do I move myself from that situation, and do I just take a walk outside the hallway, or do I go to the bathroom and just take a breather? Like, it really just, I deal with hate and I deal with irritation just very much just take a breather, know who you are, and honestly, people are gonna hate. Like, most of the people that hate on you are jealous of you, and I'm gonna be honest with you, want what you want. Like, most people, because people that are happy aren't gonna hate on you. So haters are gonna hate. Sad people want to see sad people. Hurt people want to see hurt people. Happy people want to see happy people. So yeah, that's basically how life goes. What's okay? How do you balance school life and social media? Honestly, my consistency is not very well. So I am a full-time student. I go to church. I am also working on building up my business, and I also have a life, and I also do social media. So, like, doing all that together, honestly, it takes a long time to like actually process, like, what am I doing? Like, am I actually meant to do this? Because honestly, I'm very irritated. Like, I'm honestly like, should I just shut everything off and just go to bed? But no, it's honestly just have a schedule, have what do know what you're gonna do, right? Like, for example, for social media, if you're gonna post social media, post about school, post about going to church. It's basically, social media doesn't really have to be like, okay, boom, 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 I gotta take a time for this, I gotta take no. It's basically just like calmly. Honestly, that's how it is for me. But honestly, I don't really post a lot. But um for school and life, honestly, I balance it with, I my life is inside of school. Right, so I brought my life into school basically. So all my passion about, I want to start my business, I want to make friends, I want to talk about Christ. We can all do that at school. I can work on my business after school. I can make friends at school. I can talk about Christ at school. Like, I can do what I want and still have my normal schedule as needed. So honestly, that's for me. I don't know. It may be different for other people, but that is my opinion. So yeah. Um do your friends support your YouTube? Honestly, yeah. Not a lot of my friends know I have a YouTube channel, but a lot of the friends that do know I have a YouTube channel, they do support it and they do follow it. So yeah. Have you ever had drama online? And if you did, how did you deal with it? Um, I have. I've everyone. I think everyone has. I had a very bad drama with social media. It was drama every single day. I literally, like, I posted something and people used to talk about it, and just I got mad. But honestly, you choose to be involved in the drama. If people are talking about you behind your back, if people are saying stuff, just confront it. But if they get the wrong message from that confrontation, then maybe they're the immature ones. Because in my opinion, you need to show Christ in any way, right? But you can't also stop your whole entire life just to approve about somebody's opinion. So do what you know it's right for you. Honestly, like, do, if it's online, cut it out. Like, if you have to take a break from social media, take a break from social media. If you have to delete the apps, delete the apps. If you have to get rid of the phone, get rid of the phone, because it honestly, every single time, it will heal you in a different way, in a different circumstance, in a different, like, um form. So yeah. I've had drama. I'm not gonna speak about it, but I will say how I dealt with it. And honestly, I went to an adult. I went to my mom, and I was like, yo, this and this and this is happening, and I honestly feel so uncomfortable about it, because they're judging me about something that has literally nothing to do with me. So I think that's basically just part of it. So, what is something you're still healing from? So, I do have a lot of past trauma, but something I'm very much healing from has to be, I think about, it just really depends. Like, it should be, Man, this is a hard one. I think it would be like, I'm still healing from my, like, death of my family, like my grandma, my uncle, like those people. Like, I'm still healing from that, because honestly that's very hard and difficult to heal with. And honestly, I'm also healing with finding my identity and actually knowing who I am, because that could take a time to heal also. Like, finding your identity and actually knowing who you are could be a little bit traumatizing. Like, okay, this is who I am. Take a breather, process it, and that process could be also a form of healing. So, yeah. What's a lesson you learned the hard way? Oh my god. So when I got my phone taken, for a whole entire different reason, but I honestly felt like it was a consequence, but it was actually a lesson. So I had no social media, I had no way of contacting nobody. I literally felt like I was captured. But in a way, I was just taking the time to open my physical Bible. I was taking the time to open my physical notebook, like taking the time to just read a book. Like, honestly, just learn the way of life without your phone. And that's a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, because I was so attached to my phone, and now I literally forget where my phone is sometimes. So it's like, that's how you learn a lesson, where it's like you have to not get attached anymore. Because once you get attached, that becomes, you start worshiping it, and you start it becomes your idol, right? And we don't want that. No, because we should only worship God. We shouldn't be worshiping a device. We shouldn't be counting on our phones. We shouldn't be counting on our devices. So that's a lesson that I had to learn a very hard way. That's like, you don't need your phone, you don't need social media, you don't need people to actually know who you are and to actually have a relationship with God. You just need yourself and God and a Bible and the way and your spirit, because honestly, it's just takes that. So yeah, that's a lesson that I had to learn the hard way. Okay. Are you a morning person or night owl? Me personally, I am a night owl. I'm kind of like a bat, I guess, because I literally sleep during the day and awake during the night. So, yeah. So I'm definitely a night owl. What's your comfort food? Me personally, my comfort food has always been like some type of like cracker, or, don't judge, but like baby food. Yeah. And like, it's always been something like that. So, yeah. Netflix, YouTube, or TikTok? Me personally, I'm a Netflix girly. I love me a movie. I love me a season. I love me a show. Like, girl, put me on some, like, I don't even know, like, Greenhouse Academy, like Victoria, like, put me on some, I don't know, like Stranger Things. Like, I love Netflix. Oh, that's a winner for me. What's your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is people chewing out loud. I absolutely despise people chewing out loud, because it's low-key gross, you know? So it's very irritating. And if I had another pet peeve is people calling out my name, but it's like not really like calling out my name to, like, talk to me. It's just calling out my name to have, like, for the fun of it. It's just like being annoying with it, which that's a really big pet peeve of mine. So, yeah. What's a random talent that you have? A random talent that I have is I know how to draw. I honestly, like, I don't even know when I learned it. I just physically just like give me a piece of paper, bada bada boom, I know how to draw. Period. Favorite subject. My favorite subject, honestly, it has to be algebra or like, I don't know, like something like that. Algebra or literature. I love those two. So, yeah. Least favorite subject. Honestly, I'm gonna go with history. Cause history, it be knocking me down. I honestly know. What's the hardest part about your daily routine? The hardest part about my daily routine, I think it would be my hair. Because honestly, it be taking me an hour just to look for a style on Pinterest. Like, I just be like scrolling, like, what am I gonna do today? What's something school never taught you? Something school has never taught me is the way of life, basically. Like, how to survive at life. Like, okay, they taught you geometry, they taught you algebra, they taught you chemistry, biology, the way of how to count money, but they don't teach you, yo, this is what's gonna happen in life. You're gonna be knocked down and you're gonna have to get back up. And honestly, I really wish schools would just tell the students, like, yo, you're gonna get knocked down 100 times and you're gonna have to get back up more than 200 times. Like, just get back up, and it doesn't matter. Like, just, if you know you have the power and you know you have the strength, get back up. And if you know you're running out of strength, make sure you grab on anything and just get back up. Don't give up ever, because once you give up, you lose. So, yeah. Let's see. City life or quiet life? Me personally, I'm so used to being in the city, but I would rather a quiet life. I like me a little quiet, like, just, yeah. Would you rather be rich or happy? Me personally, I'd rather be happy, because money doesn't bring happiness. God does. And I'm happy. I'm not rich, but I'm happy. So I'd rather be happy. Fame or privacy? Well, but I'd rather a little bit privacy. Like, I like giving out, like, what's it called? Advice about life. But I don't like my date of birth, this, that, my social security, no, like, privacy. Is success luck or hard work? As a Christian, I don't believe in luck. I believe in blessed. But is it luck or hard work? I feel like it's hard work, because you're not successful unless you work very hard. Because if it's lucky, then you're basically, honestly, I feel like luck is like a cheat in life. Like, oh, you got lucky, but you didn't work for it. So yeah, I feel like it's like a life cheat sheet. Do you trust easily? Me personally, my little habit is I trust people before I don't trust them. So yeah. Are you doing more Q&A videos in the future? Probably. But honestly, like, we'll be seeing what we have. So yeah. I think those are all the questions. So I will be like, yeah. I think those are all the questions I have for today. So yeah. Bye, cuties. High volume. Am I really that much?